There's a quiet to captivity. Its monotony steals time. I can feel myself getting slower and duller to match it. It's the exact opposite of what I should be doing. If all had gone according to plan, I'd be at the Umber Imperial seat right now, preparing to take my crown. I'd be caught up in a tumult of meetings designed to bring me up to speed on the 7-year handover process that would begin the day I turned 18. I'd be proving to my mother, Eva Emp Umber, that I deserve wholeheartedly to take up her mantle, that I am the perfect heir she raised. That's all gone to hell now. All of this is to say that my guard is solidly down when the man comes crashing through the grate on the ceiling. I'm lounging on an ostentatious couch that used to belong to Bursis Tosa, legs kicked up on a pillow, and for a moment, I find myself locked in messy repose as my body scrambles to inject the necessary adrenaline into my bloodstream. 2 horrible, still seconds pass as the intruder locks his sights onto me. Then, he lunges. I grab the pillow from behind my head and fling it at him, but it glances harmlessly off stealth black tack armor. I barely manage to snag the pillow at my feet and jam it up between us before he's on me, his right hand swinging up with an obvious glint in it. The blade sinks into the pillow, the tip of it tearing free mere inches from my throat. The sight of it sparks something deep in my gut, a survival instinct so strong that for a moment my brain takes the co-pilot's chair. I twist my arms, yanking the knife away from my jugular as I brace one foot on the sofa beneath me and lunge upward. The assassin staggers back a step, giving me the space I need to snatch his wrist and lever his arm up over his head. The whites of his eyes flare in surprise, and I jam the heel of my hand up against the hilt of his blade, popping it out of his grasp before he can counter. The clatter of metal against the stone floor sends a pulse of relief coursing down my spine. Then the man's free hand latches around my throat. He throws me down hard, nearly cracking my head open on the tiles. I've got one breath left in my lungs, and before he can tighten his grip, I holler, "Help!" My brain slides back into the pilot's chair, just in time to realize what a waste that is. There are guards stationed outside my room, but their only order is to prevent me from getting out. They don't care about anybody getting in. In fact, they'd probably welcome the death of the Umber heir with open arms. Most people in this palace are solidly on the side of cutting off the Umber line of succession. I'm one of the few holding out on the other side. I squirm as my throat collapses under the assassin's weight, trying to wrench a knee up somewhere soft. All I find is more tactical weave, bruising me wherever I try to strike it. My hands scrabble fruitlessly at his wrists, a plea caught in my spasming windpipe. All my life, I've been surrounded by people who leap into action whenever someone tries to kill me. Bodyguards when I was a kid, growing up in the shadows of the Imperial seat. Sleepers once I left its safety to study on Nayberry and train on Rana, in the heart of the former Archon Empire. And when that life and the secrets that propped it up shattered on a clear winter's day in the skies above the academy, when a Corinthian mobster on a wire tram raised his gun with my heart in its sights, when the great Archon General Maxo Eral, risen from the dead, victorious in his bid to reclaim the old empire's capital and have his vengeance on my parents for their conquest, held my fate in his hands. Fury strikes like flint, and my blood ignites. My gaze flicks sideways and catches the end table perched next to the couch. Within reach? It had better be. I lash out with one hand, knocking over the glass of sweet wine I've been nursing. It shatters with a sharp, clear noise that doesn't break the assassin's laser-like focus on watching the life drain from my face. Pity. If he'd looked, he would have caught the moment my fingers closed around the stone coaster.